Mary had a little man.
We believe that all men are created
equal
to the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon. I have a dream. Change has come to America.
Believe me. Help is on the way.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Turn up your mind.
It is. It is just the dumbest. It is the stupidest. It is the most preventable. It is something that we don't really need to and shouldn't have to go through, but here we are. And, you know, I think that's the thing that's making us crazy. I really do. I think that's the thing that's driving everybody, whether you're for him or against him or agnostic about what he did, or you're in the military and you're like, damn him, or your husband is being deployed to Africa, Nikki Haley, and you say, well, I spoke to my husband who's in the military actively, and he said that this is really treasonous behavior and everything, and he's being deployed today, and he'll be gone for a year, and he's got, you know, reservations about putting Donald Trump in a position to ever see, classified documents ever again, but I'll pardon him. I'll pardon him. That's what she said. Nikki Haley. She thinks she'll pardon him. You know Mike Pence will pardon him. And it's just like, I think the thing that's making everybody crazy, the thing that's really making everybody like so wide-eyed and making our head spin around like a dreidel, like Linda Blair, like a carousel on crack. Okay, that's stupid. But it's that he's getting away with it, and he's been getting away with it. I think that's the part that's driving us insane, is that he's doing this out loud, on tape, in front of lawyers, behind the backs of lawyers. You know, in writing, he's doing it. He's doing everything out in the open, and it just doesn't seem like our system of justice, you know, being two-tiered and all, even though he's in the favored top tier of the tiers, can hold this man accountable for any of his lawbreaking, for any of his tax fraud, for any of his cheating, for any of his lying, for any of his, fraud to insurance companies, any of his fraud, with regard to the United States government, any of his fraud by bilking his people out of money, telling them that if you give money to his PAC, you're going to help him pay for his legal defense. And of course, that's not where any of the money went. He doesn't pay his lawyers, which is why he's having a tough time finding lawyers. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And, if you were a stiffed lawyer, right? If you were somebody who was promised, millions of dollars to represent the most criminally inept criminal in the history of criminals, and you didn't get paid on the back end, and you got him off, what is wrong with you? Why aren't you speaking up? What is it that he's threatening to do to these people? What is it? I really honestly don't know. Except that the only idea that I've had repeatedly about this is that everyone is afraid of the psychos that support him to this minute, that show up at, rallies or showed up in Miami. I mean, these are, and they're not stupid. I know everybody wants to characterize the people who are in the cult as being stupid, but they're not stupid. I mean, Jim Jordan is a lot of things. Jim Jordan is crazy. Jim Jordan is maniacal. Jim Jordan is a liar. Jim Jordan is, an opportunist. He's all those things, but he's not stupid. And he is spinning like a top, okay? He will do anything.
You can't have obstruction of something when there was no underlying crime.
Oh, my God.
The standard is set. The standard is what the Constitution says, and the Commander-in-Chief, the President of the United States, has the ability to classify and control access to information. That's what the Constitution and the court have said. So you can't obstruct when you can't obstruct when there's no underlying crime.
He is not the President of the United States.
That is the fundamental flaw.
And you're just taking
him at his word.
when he was
president, he declassified the material.
He says point blank.
He
says point blank on tape, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I can't. He says in his own words, it's on tape as part of this indictment that he did not declassify the material. Therefore, it is classified.
Saying he could have is not the same as saying he didn't.
He said now I
can't. He has declassified this material. He said that now he can't, right, because he's not president now, but when he was president, he did declassify. He said that.
Which means that what he was holding was classified.
No, not if he declassified it when he was president of the United States, for goodness sake.
But he's saying point blank in this audio tape that he did not declassify it. What you're saying just doesn't make sense on its face.
Because you're a conversational terrorist. That's why. And he's not stupid, so you cannot characterize all these people that are saying really ridiculously circular things in order to defend the indefensible. You can't call them stupid. You can call them, anything you want. But see, that there, right there, that is my favorite clip. That is my favorite clip of the week. That is so, and today is Thursday. I haven't come across any better clip than that one. In 5 days, because that was said on Sunday, and I can't get enough. It's like, Working for the Weekend by Loverboy. You could just play it over and over and over again. It's just that good. Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard, everybody? Anybody? Pain by Saliva? Okay, let's go deep. No, seriously, this is epidemic. This is epidemic. And because there are people doing that, you have to sit there and question why. Well, they're not stupid, okay? I don't care, that there are other people who want to characterize them as being intellectually unable to figure their way out of a paper bag. That is untrue, okay? What is true is they are afraid of Donald Trump's voters. They are afraid of the MAGA. And now what you're seeing in Congress is starting to split. Everybody, here's the good news for the day. Congress is starting to split. The GOP is splitting. Ultra MAGA versus regular MAGA. I mean, what? Oh, my God. That's like, when I look at whole wheat tortillas and they have 18 grams of carbs, and then I look at carb counter, whole wheat tortillas, and they have 22 grams of it's just a name, okay? It's just a name. It's up to you. But honestly, I swear to God, they are starting to come apart at the seams. You got people that are starting to make after Chris Christie. See, this is the thing. And people want to know, what, am I a Chris Christie fan now? Will I vote for Chris? No, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's like the art of war, right? So now that Chris Christie has spoken up and he's doing fairly well with the donor class, now all of a sudden people are going, okay, am I ultra MAGA or am I normal MAGA? Oxymoron. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to randyrhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.